Plan for today: cardio and calves. The double C. The double C. So we're gonna get in there, do 30 minutes of an incline walk. I like to keep my for cardio. I've been keeping my acceleration at about 8.5, and then my incline I do about 3.5. We're gonna do that for 30 minutes. I'm also gonna hit calves as well, because it's always good to hit your calves, and I feel like sometimes they can be neglected. Not just saying from you, I do it too. So we got that, and we're gonna get out, go to work, and come back, edit the video, and keep going. Is there a better feeling than feeling locked in on something? Genuine question. Like, is there a better feeling than when you are 100% fully committed? Nothing stopping you. Nothing is in your way. It's just you and your goals and everything that you've set out for yourself. I don't think there's anything better. I really don't. And I've been feeling it for the past, good bit, and it feels awesome. It feels really awesome. Not saying it's easy, but I think the things that are the hardest or not as easy are gonna feel better in the long run. It's that delayed gratification feeling where you might not experience it now. You might not feel that sense of happiness in the moment, but it's when you start reaching your goals, your and your aspirations, when you start like actually seeing results for the work that you're putting in, that's when true happiness comes in, because you didn't just buy it and it didn't come to you that day. It's worked. It takes work, it takes practice, it takes discipline. So I think discipline can take you a long way with being disciplined in something, and having delayed gratification rather than instant, having everything instantly given to you. Work for it. And I think sometimes people can also, on the flip side of things, neglect that. I was thinking about this the other day, that rewards, like rewarding yourself, is still a good thing, right? In my eyes, rewarding myself is like, it's good to set goals for yourself, but if there's goals with no end, it's like, where are you really, what's the end? Yeah, the end result is the delayed gratification, the feeling of accomplishment, but I think it's still important to give yourself some sort of achievement reward, and even if it's the smallest of things, like, you know, not to get like hyper specific, but for me, right, I have goals set out for myself this specific month. If I hit those goals, then one of the things that I will reward myself with is a nice, good interior and exterior car wash for the road, for my car. And, it's something little, but it's also like, this month, I don't want to pay for anything really that's like a want. Everything goes straight into the needs category. And I really just want to test that part of myself too. So a reward that I have for myself at the end of this month's journey is, I'm going to go get a nice interior and exterior cleanup of the old car. And I'm excited for that, and it gets me too excited. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to go to Europe this year if I like hit my goals for the month. You know what I mean? No, like, sometimes all you need is a car wash, and you feel good. But anyways, the plan, like I said, cardio and calves, CNC. I got my protein shake with me. I put some creatine in here too. I was off creatine actually for a good bit. And then ever since I started everything really like locking in terms of bodybuilding competition and all that stuff, I did get back on taking 5 grams of creatine a day. And I do feel like it's just beneficial. Like there's just, unless you have some hypersensitivity towards it or something, like just drink a decent amount of water and you're gonna be fine. And it's a very widely studied supplement. You know, you don't gotta worry that much. And yeah, and just take it. Like there's only benefit. You know, just take it. Like, oh, I'm gonna feel bloaty, this and that. Like, dude, just take it. You're gonna be fine. So yeah, I just mixed the creatine with my protein powder, and we're gonna down that, see how that goes. But yeah, guys, I feel good. I feel it's the 3rd day of the month, and I know it's, you know, we got a long way to go in terms of just where the achievements that I want to hit this month, but I think just working step by step, day by day, taking it one day at a time, you know, just focus on what you have to do for that day. Every time I get like super in my head about certain things and just completely overwhelmed, stressed out, I'll give my mom a call, and if she answers me, no, she answers, but I'll be like, hey mom, like this is how I'm feeling. Like, do you have any advice? And the thing that she always tells me is, Reese, just what's the next thing you got to do? Like, what's the next thing you have to do that like you have to get done, or else you can't move on to anything else. You know what I mean? So when I start getting in my head about certain things, even if it's the smallest thing of like, oh, I got to take, you know, a shower to clean off, and then I can move on and start to edit my video. And then I can move on. Once I'm done editing my video, then I can submit it to Milo. Then I can, by the way, Milo, he kind of helps with, he's behind the scenes, helps with editing. Great guy. Hopefully you might get to see him in a workout video one day. I haven't told him yet, but I'm gonna try to get him in one. And yeah, just taking it one thing at a time. You know, what's the next thing on the list, right? So the next thing on my list for today is I have to go do cardio and I have to do calves. Like that's just a non-negotiable. I have to get it done. You know, so what are we doing? We're going to get it done. What's the next thing I got to do after that? I got to go to work. You know, and then just step by step. I'm not worrying about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough to worry about. It's a verse in the Bible, actually. So yeah, guys, that's kind of what's been going on. Oh, be on the lookout for, so on my days off, which changes every week from my job right now, I am going to do a live stream. Now, in the first video, I talked about how I was going to do like a Twitch live stream and this and that with Twitch specifically. Everything's going to stay the same in terms of live streaming. It's except Twitch, I feel like, is just not going to be the best option for me in terms of like, one, just accessibility, and two, like kind of the platform that I want is not really based around like a Twitch audience, you know? So with that being said, it's still going to happen. The first live stream that I'm going to have and hold is going to be this Thursday. This Thursday, I think it is if today is Monday and it's the 3rd, Tuesday the 4th, Wednesday the 5th, Thursday the 6th, I'm guessing the 6th. On Thursday the 6th, I will be holding a live stream on YouTube, on my YouTube, which the link will be, if you're watching this, it's on this YouTube account. I'll be doing a live stream, and I'm going to be going over kind of my story in terms of why I'm doing what I'm doing now, what I've been doing for the past 3 years. Like I said, I live in Los Angeles, and there's a whole lore, behind it, and just kind of everything that has happened in my life recently, and why I'm here today. And yeah, it's pretty much that. That's gonna be it. Just a my story type of video. So it gives you guys an understanding of kind of me, and it also will. I'm gonna treat the live streaming platform, specifically on YouTube, as a place where us, just really anyone who wants to come and join, we are going to talk just about. It's just I want to make a good community for everyone to feel comfortable in, and that we can talk about life stuff, little anything that's going on in each other's lives. That we can talk about faith, we can talk about God, we can talk about religion, we can talk about the Bible, and do like little Bible studies. And that's kind of what the plan is going to be for the whole live streaming thing. But yeah, so I'm excited for that. Stay tuned for Thursday on YouTube, live stream. Come by, say hi. You don't have to come by if you don't want to. It should be pretty interesting. It's my first like live stream I've ever done, so it's going to be very just like trial and error. But I'm going to be going over kind of, like I said, my story, why I'm here talking to you guys, what's been going on the past 3 years, and what are the plans for the future. And yeah, and then I'm going to bring a little devotional too that we can that we'll unpack and uncover, and we'll go through, just kind of what we think together. I just want this to be going on together, right? This is not really me bringing a lot. It's more just everyone in the community of this YouTube live chat coming together, having ideas of what we want to see in the future together, right? As a group. That is the goal, to create a community. So anyways, if you're watching this right now, I appreciate you for watching it, and seeing my progress as I watch myself and just try to track my own progress. But yeah, let's get a little Bible nugget of the day in for you guys, and let's see what the old verse of the day is. If you don't know an easy way to access just quick Bible verses, just go on your Bible app. Like, just download the Bible app, and it'll give you verses of the day every single day. If you just want a little snippet, I recommend diving into the Word in terms of like your physical Bible too, and really trying to study that. But sometimes I get it. Life is tough. Life gets in the way, and sometimes you got to have your phone and just have a quick verse of the day. So this is what we're gonna do, and today's verse is out of Matthew. It's Matthew 6:19. It says, "Do not lay up for yourselves treasures on earth, where moth and rust destroy, and where thieves break in and steal." Yeah. So, what I think this verse is kind of saying is, this earth, right? It's just a place. This is the place where God has allowed us free will to do whatever we want and please. Now, the whole goal is for us to find God for ourselves, right? It's not given to us. Now, faith was given to us by Jesus dying on the cross for our sins, right? But in terms of what this earth means and why we're here, I believe that, we each have our own free will. We each get to believe whatever we want. Now, there's a purpose to that. It's because it's not God wants us to find him for ourselves, and not just have to rely on, always on him always being there, and create, because he's our creator. So yeah, I think that what this verse is saying is, like, down on earth, this is where, it all started with Adam and Eve. This is where sin happens. This is where the devil is the prince of the world. This is where we got to be strong and go make disciples, and yeah, just try to glorify God in everything that we do and say and act. And that's all we can do, because we know, like in Matthew, it says, the treasures are going to be in heaven. You know, that's where the treasures are going to be, and that ultimate treasure is just going to be being able to be present with Jesus Christ. Um, and just I don't think anything will be better than that, you know. Anyways, guys, I hope you learned something. I'm learning too. I will go hit cardio right now and calves, and I will see you later.
Done. Cardio, calves, cooked. Also got Star Wars in the background. Can't get better. See you guys.